just honored tonight. We are honored tonight that everybody is coming together and we get to just have this Monat exclusive stylist opportunity call. So my name is Amy Rickabaugh. I am from Florida, and tonight I am accompanied by 5 Monat exclusive stylists, and I cannot wait for you guys to hear from them. Now, we are all very different, very different, but we had something in common, okay? And that would be some serious fears, some serious reservations, and extremely skeptical about not only the products, but also about the business side. So know that we feel you if you have some of these reservations as well. And I'm going to run over some of those. So buckle up, guys. We promise tonight we're going to shoot it to you straight. We're just going to give it to you the best we can, and we're excited. So common reservations across the board that we have and that we hear most commonly. Number one, the fact that this is network marketing. Okay, we get it. I get it. There's a stigma around it. And I think back, like, you don't know what you don't know, right? We've all been asked, if you're a stylist, we've all been asked to be a part of a different direct sales company. Why? Because we have a platform, because we see a ton of people every single day. But you guys, what calmed my feathers, what made me feel a little bit better, right, when I was going through all of my reservations about this, is that Monat aligned with what I was already doing. It made sense. I'm doing hair, I'm selling shampoo. This is aligning with what I'm already doing. Reservation number 2, but wait, these are not salon professional products. I get it. We asked the same question, like, oh, well, these are not salon professional products. So you guys, between some really deep thinking and a lot of research, I'm going to ask you, what is it that labels a product professional, right? Just think about that. What labels a product professional? Number 3, fear of losing our reputations. We worked hard for our cosmetology degree. We work hard behind the chair. Everyone has such a strong reputation as a reputable stylist with all of your clientele, and a fear of losing that reputation if I'm a part of something like this. What are people going to think? Okay, common. This isn't the traditional way that we sell retail, right? We're used to the traditional way. It's going to look a little bit different. I've built serious trust with my clientele. They're my bread and butter. My reputation means a lot. That was a huge concern of mine. You guys, a couple of things. The before and afters were undeniable. Right? Absolutely undeniable. Some of us had clients that were using these products, even after maybe some of us told them not to. And they were using it behind our backs. And it took seeing a transformation, because nobody knows a client's head like you do, right? And it took seeing a actual transformation for ourselves to realize, okay, probably should look into this. And I would love for my reputation to be known as the one who's sharing what works, right? And lastly, guys, I heard there were lawsuits, or it makes your hair fall out. I'm so excited that we are going to tackle this topic here in just a couple of minutes. So I hope you guys feel that tonight we are talking with you, okay? And we are not talking at you. This is our hairstylist community, your family. My husband's Marine. Once Marine, always a Marine. I'm like, no. Once a hairdresser, always a hairdresser, right? You're going to be cutting the family's hair for free for the rest of your life. If you know, right? So we were once in your shoes, and I am so thankful for a couple of things. The resources that not only Monat has provided for us to dive in and do research on the products and how they work and why they work. The actual research that we have done ourselves on the science, the technology, technology, the medical advisory board to ensure our knowledge behind these products, that they do what they say that they're going to do. Thankful for the firsthand. Some of us have been in this business, you guys, for 5.5 years and have seen results that we've never seen before. So that firsthand experience that we've had with these products, and of course, forming an incredible community that Monat has and a culture that Monat has, but inside of this business, an incredible stylist community as well. Couple of key things that I would like you to know about Monat coming from a stylist. We began 8 years ago in the United States, and since then we have globally expanded to 9 different countries. This is my favorite. A few short years into Monat, you guys, we became the #1 premium hair care brand worldwide. Now, let me explain this to you. This is based off of the Eurometer, which tracks that we do more in revenue than any other luxury brand. This gives me chills every single time. So we didn't come the #1 because we were bougie and because we're popular and because we're the latest and greatest. It's based off of our revenue, doing more in sales, which goes to show a lot. We have more than 3 million happy VIP customers at this point. In the direct selling space, hear me out. Wild success is going to come when you have a product that actually performs. It does what it says it's going to do. And then once you experience that firsthand, and trust us, we were all like, okay, yeah, it's going to reverse the damage of your hair, and it's going to, promote a healthy scalp, and it's anti-aging for your hair. I never even heard of that. Anti-aging skin, yes, anti-aging all the things, but anti-aging hair. So of course we're all like, okay, we've used it all, every product under the sun, we've sold it, we've used it, we've bought it from all the different reps. Okay, right? And so, but when you actually experience your clientele having hair that they've not been able to achieve off of products that we've offered them for so many years, and before and afters that still 6 years later leaves our jaw dropped, it will ignite your purpose as a stylist, because our purpose as a stylist is to give our clients the absolute best, right? Help them look their best and be their best. And it was like the missing piece to that. My comb, your comb is not a magic wand, right? So it was like that magic missing piece that we're so thankful for. And the fact that it is reversing damage, it is promoting a healthy scalp, in turn promoting the healthiest hair of their life. So you guys, performance absolutely matters. And this is the perfect segue into our next speaker. And I'm so honored to introduce her, and you better follow her on Instagram because she is extremely entertaining, but more importantly, very knowledgeable on our products, how they work, why they work. So with no further ado, is that how you say it? Take it away, Amy Sloan.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I feel like telling me I'm funny in all the slides. I'm like, I gotta be funny. I want to talk about science. Like, I want to talk about these products and what gets me super excited about Monat. So if you want to see the funny stuff, yes, go follow me on Instagram, the Amy Sloan on Instagram. Okay. Anyway, I'm so excited to talk to you guys about what makes Monat different. This was something that as I was actually getting started in Monat and I tried the products, I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I did not care back in the day what was in the shampoo and the conditioner I was giving my people that were in my chair. The reason why, because it was shampoo and conditioner. I never saw a shampoo and conditioner do amazing things in my client's hair, right? I was like, yeah, that one's pretty great. It says it's going to help with volume. It's going to wash your hair, and then it's going to condition it. That's really all we got to do here. And so when I would have all these sales reps coming and showing me all the new and the next best thing, I didn't have very high expectations of Monat when I was given these products by my upline, Monica. She was like, hey, try them out. Let me know what you think. And I was like, okay, I'll try them. I'll let you know. Guys, if you've tried Monat, you know the difference. You know the difference just by feeling it. But I'm here to tell you the difference by telling you a little bit about the science, a little about the ingredients, and a little bit about the scientific advisory board that's behind everything that we do. So when I tried the products, I had heard 100% natural based. I heard that it was clean, and I'm thinking, great. My hair is going to look like crap. You guys, how many times, put a 1 in the comments if you tried a product and you're like, it's clean, you're going to feel so great using it because it's great for the environment, but then you look like a drowned rat. That was me every time I tried something that was 100% natural based. I finally tried this product and I was like, it was like a come to Jesus shampoo moment in the shower. So then I was like, I got to know Why is this different? What makes it different? You guys, I have learned more in the past 7 years. I've been with Monat 7 years. In the past 7 years, I've learned more about shampoo and conditioner and the ability that the styling products have that we put on our hair have the ability to do for our hair in the last 7 years. Okay. I went to school to do like color and cuts and all that kind of stuff, not to sell shampoo and conditioner. I've learned more about shampoo and conditioner with Monat, and listen to these ingredients. We have world-renowned scientists that formulate our products, take them through extensive studies, scientists, doctors, trichologists, they study the scalp, they study hair. We have ingredients in our products that are proprietary to Monat. I'm going to throw off some ingredient list names, and they're probably going to mean nothing to you, but I have 5 minutes since I'm just going to try to give you as much information as I can. But we have ingredients in these products such as procataline. Procataline is one of my very favorite ingredients in our products. It's made by the incredible edible pea. Actually, no, it's the pea extract, okay? That pea extract protects from the free radicals in the air, okay? It protects our hair from all of the pollutions. It also protects our natural color. Then we have Crotasorb. Think of that as like the sunscreen for your hair. Guys, these are ingredients that I haven't seen in any products before. Capixyl, this is the driving force for hair growth. This is infused in the majority of our products, alongside with some brand new science that we just found out about in September, where did you know that each little follicle under your scalp is like a little tiny mini organ, and it's feeding that little tiny follicle, and it's giving it what it needs to grow. Melatonin, caffeine, those are 2 things that follicle needs to prolong the growth process. Guys, this is new science that is being discovered just now. We are at the forefront of this whole movement of anti-aging. Like Amy said, I'd never heard of anti-aging hair care. I'd never heard of really like scalp health until Monat. Now you see it everywhere. Guys, we were the first. We were the first, and it's so cool to see. Beyond that, we have some other ingredients that are proprietary to Monat. Have you guys heard of Rejuva beads? Rejuva beads is 100% split and mender within 1 minute. We call it the 1 minute miracle. This, when I was in beauty school, I learned you had to cut off split ends. You couldn't fix it. Guys, you actually have something that goes in. They simulated washing the hair for 36 hours straight, and the effects of the Rejuva beads were still intact. That means it's not a wash to wash fix. This is something that's going to stay. Another thing is we have ceramides that protect the hair from frizz. We have Rejuvenique oil. I don't know why I didn't mention that one first, because it's like the flagship product of our entire product line. It's infused in the majority of our products. It mimics our body's natural oils and actually goes all the way to the cortex of the hair, giving it what it needs to be healthy and strong. We also have a brand new product called monosomes. This is technology. If I could get all nerdy with you, I would, but I want you to picture if your house got struck by lightning, there's a hole in your roof, and somebody is like, how do I fix my roof? They're not going to have a magician come and go bitty bitty boo, and all of a sudden your roof goes back together. No, they're going to bring material that's very similar to your roof, and all of a sudden you're going to look like you have a really awesome full roof. Sometimes it's stronger than what it was before. These monosomes go in to those broken bonds that are inside the hair and create a structure that combines those fibers back together, making it stronger and fixing it immediately through monosomes. This is technology, guys, that's never been seen. It's proprietary to Monat. A couple other things. We have Thermagard, which is a 450 heat protection. This is infused into styling products. We have stylers that have multifunctional uses. Like I can suggest a product that's going to give them smoothing. It's going to cut down their drying time in half. It's going to cut down on frizz, and it's going to provide 450 heat protection. Guys, my clients were finally going home and getting the results that they saw when they only were in the salon. Like, why can't my hair ever look like it does when you do it? Now I gave them the opportunity to be able to take products home and do that for themselves. Guys, I have never had a sales rep before this come to me and say, I have these clinical studies and we have this product and I'm going to show you all this and you can have a 30-day money back guarantee. Never. Guys, this product, I jumped into this 7 years ago, having no idea what this was going to be. Look at this now, 7 years later, a multi-million, actually billion-dollar brand, 9 countries. Guys, your clients are going to use it, whether you have it or not. It might as well be you, right? All right, leading into that, I want you guys to hear from one of my friends. She's phenomenal. She is a celebrity stylist, but I personally love her for our mutual love for a classic movie. It is really heartfelt. You probably watch it with your families a lot. Dumb and Dumber. We bonded over that. And I love her to pieces. But beyond that, she's brilliant. She is brilliant at what she does. And I cannot wait for you to hear from her. Christina Smallwood.
Oh my gosh, the Larry Dematoid. I love it. Okay, I learned a couple things actually, which is crazy how we're always learning. I learned more doing this than I ever did at hair school. It's amazing. I am Christina Smallwood, as she said. I've worked on The Housewives and gotten my hands on I've gotten Monat on different sets. And I honestly wanted to hate them. I wanted to hate these products. I was a product educator for many years before I started working in TV. And I just thought network marketing products were crap. Same thing, kind of what Amy said. And just like, okay, we know what shampoo can do. I had clients use it behind my back. And one of mine actually said to me, I think I'm going to be like selling it. And I was like, what? And so I went on Facebook. Okay. And I'm on a TV show. I was a product educator for years. I have respect in the industry, right? I have a reputation. So I go on my public Facebook page and I'm like, no one needs to use Monat. There's no way that topical products do all of that. I will use my discount and get you products at Cosmoprof. Okay. Like I literally did that. I was so prideful. And you don't know what you don't know. A few weeks later, actually it was about 6 weeks later, I saw my client. The results were unbelievable on her scalp and in her hair. And then her mom, who was using the products to support her daughter, who had signed up behind my back. And I mean, she literally had like almost this Brazilian blowout effect on her hair. It went from coarse, dry hair to like shiny and manageable and had movement. And I've never seen vegan products do that. So I was blown away. And I thought, you know what, let me get it in my shower. I guess I could recommend it to people that need this and people that need that. And I didn't love it. I didn't love it until my third wash, when I actually texted my girlfriend and I was like, okay, my hair feels really greasy and it feels like it's just coating my hair with stuff. And like, can you send me those wash instructions again? I felt ridiculous, honestly, as a professional. And once I did it the right way, I was forever in love. And it took me a little bit to get into the business. And had there been something like what is in place now, I would have literally I would have like ran like the wind with it right away. We have what's called an affiliate program in this business. And basically you join and you don't have to sell. I think that's like the number one thing that even when I'm talking to, my customers or my clients or, people that I gain through Instagram following, I say to them, or they're always like, oh, I don't want to sell it. I just want to buy it. And I'm like, well, I would love to have you as a customer. Like, that's the cool thing, is we're not like being slimy just to get people to like sell it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need that. We don't get paid any kind of commission on someone that's ordering as a rep. So we want to have customers. So now with our affiliate program, there's a weekly payout on it. So I want you to like vibe with me here. If you retail, I was always someone that retailed big time out of any salon that I worked at. I was always one of the top retailers in the salon. And in order for me to make money selling products off my shelf in my house, I would have to go to Cosmoprof or go to, Salon Centric or wherever you go and buy the products, right? So I have to spend money, then stock my shelf, and then charge a markup. Right. So I would make a 50% maybe, but then you factor in gas and all these other things. So but it costed me time, money, and then it would be a headache if someone wanted something that I don't have, then I physically have to go get it. Right. So that was like always kind of a headache to me as soon as I started working in my own space. And if you're a salon owner, the struggles of that and having, dust collecting on your shelves and money sitting there. Right. So what I love about this business and what took my brain so long to transfer from hairstylist to business owner was with Monat, you buy a product pack, you get your products. Then you get access to a virtual online store. Every single product Monat has available in each country, multiple countries, worldwide business. You can sell products off that shelf at $0 a month. Think about that. You can spend nothing monthly and make a commission on products that you don't even ever have to touch, no inventory. Okay. So not only that, we get weekly payouts on this. So even if you, and I think this is kind of like where my head went in the beginning, even if I'm not going to be exclusively Monat, it was never like my goal when I joined. I was like, well, I like to kind of like pick and choose different products for different people, right? And how many of you have different brands, on your shelf that you sell, right? Because you like this for that person and this for that person. So as I've grown in the company, when we started, I've been with the company 5.5 years. We've launched, 70 something products, I think, in the last 5 years that I've been doing this. And maybe even more than that, honestly. And they've gotten better. They've brought in new products, like those smoothing products that like blew my mind. They've even made those better in the last 4 years. Like the company is always progressing on what is the best, the most cutting edge technology. I was using products before and they were the same products forever and ever and ever, right? They weren't really like heavy on the revolutionariness of the products. Okay. So having that whole mindset of, okay, wait, even if I have a customer that wants it, why wouldn't I have access to this virtual shelf and then they can get it, they can buy it from me. They don't have to go to some girl on Instagram or some random, right? So that's really cool. There's no sales quota. So if you don't want to buy anything, you don't have to buy anything. I loved that. That was a huge selling point for my husband, and there was no purchase commitment in order to like unlock discounts. Like when you buy your product pack, you get to use those on yourself or use them on your clients. We call it our toolbox. Then you get products for money, right? You pay the money, you get the products, and then nothing else is required of you. That was my selling point for my husband. There is a bonus program. So as you sell products off that virtual shelf, you can make commissions. Like I said, it's a weekly payout. There's a bonus program. So as you hit these different tiers, you can get extra commission. So we get 15% of our VIP customers. We get 30% of our retail customers. And as we grow up the PV, so if you sell anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000, you get a extra 3%. If you sell 2,000 to 3,500, there's an extra 5%. And then 3,500 and up, it's an extra 10% bonus. So I don't know anywhere else that has something like that for you. And so that really spoke to me too. And I was like, okay, I want to get in with those bonuses. Like, how amazing is that? And not only that, but my customers were coming back, my clients, they were coming back and having better hair and better results and happy. And it felt really cool to be able to help people. It still feels, I'm constantly blown away. No purchase commitments, like I said. You work on your own terms. And, as a stylist, working behind the chair for 20 years. I can't believe that. I always felt like I worked on my own terms until I found myself in the NICU with my baby. And I realized all of my income, I wasn't behind the chair. I wasn't exchanging time for money anymore. And everything came to a screeching halt. And I wish I would have had something like this, and you think that would have made me want to do it, but no, I came into this business kicking and screaming. And the products blew me away. And then now the business and the affiliate program that we have has even more so blown my mind. And I'm going to segue into our next speaker. I'm extra excited about her because she is the newest of our whole panel into the business. And she's coming in like a literal wrecking ball. I'm so proud of her. She's won multiple awards in just the 15 months that she's been partnered with Monat. I've actually never met her in person, but it's enough for me to be like, okay, I'm going to get out my notes. I'm going to be taking notes when Jody's talking, and take it over, Jody.
Oh, well, thank you. So, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Jody Seibel, and I have been a stylist for 31 years. And I'm here to tell you that if somebody would have told me 15 months ago when I joined Monat that I would be on this call trying to give some sort of advice, it is crazy to me, or that I would have won awards. I wouldn't have believed anybody at this point. So it's just kind of crazy to me, but here I am, and I'm here to tell you like how I work the business behind the chair. So basically it's like just getting back to the basics as a stylist, like have those consultations with your person in your chair. I mean, they come into our chair, and if they're a repeat customer, I mean, I'm guilty of like saying, like catching up, like, how have you been? How's the wedding and all those, like all those things. And you kind of forget that, they're not just here for me just to cut their hair and leave. Like they're usually coming in, and you have to get back to those conversations of like, what are you struggling with your hair? And like Amy had said before, like the shampoo and conditioners that we used before are kind of like they washed your hair. And I didn't see the results until I actually started using these products and seeing the before and afters of my chair from one client, or one appointment to the next. So now I have about 90% of my people all switched over, and it's all about just getting the products back into their hand, and like having them smell them. I mean, we are in such a lucky situation where we can do meet Monates all day long with our customers. Like it's a great way to promote this product, right? So get it in their hands, have them smell it, all of those kind of things, and then before they leave for their very first appointment, I usually get them set up right away, and they can eat, and I just bring out my iPad and we pick out all the good things that I used on them, and they can either close it out or send them an email. And from that point on, when they go to order again, when they need something, they just bring up their same account, right? And those commissions come back to us, because I can't tell you how many times you spend the time with your person in your chair, and you show them how to use something, you talk all the stuff, and then they don't buy from you again for a long time, because when they're out, where are they buying it? They're buying it at Ulta, they're ordering it online, they're at the mall and they're see a salon and they see, oh, I need some more shampoo, and they run in and get it. And none of that comes back to us. So now that I have got people all switched over, my sales already are 4 times the amount in the salon monthly for myself than what it was before. And I don't have new people. I don't have more people, but my numbers are growing, and they also keep growing because before I was capped off on what I could make. Like, you're only going to sell so much product in the salon to your people who come in. Now, since they can't get this product everywhere, I'm selling to my client's daughter who lives like in another town, because their mom said that they love their hair. So my base of customers has grown tremendously from not people in my chair. So that, what does that tell you right there? Like my numbers keep going up. I can see where this is taking me. That's how I've been staying consistent. It's with all my numbers, because people keep reordering because they like it and they're telling other people. And so, and what else I do is that when you have your clients in your chair and then you don't see them for 6 weeks, they're gone, they leave, and they come back in and you ask them about their struggles. Well, now I just love on them a little bit more. I check in with them. I message them, a couple weeks in after they get their product, and ask them like, how is it working for you? And, then we can go from there and, figure out a good plan and build a better trust with them. And, so really that's what I'm doing. And I'll tell you, I had a lot of reservations about doing this for a long time before I did. And it took me probably like a year before I even messaged Amy some questions about it. And I'll tell you, now that I've gotten started, it does not feel like network marketing to me at all, like at all. I'm selling shampoo and conditioner just in a different way. And we do it right in the salon, and it goes straight to their house like a few days later. And it cuts out, like Christina said, I have no more inventory. I don't have to go buy a case of shampoo that I have to try to sell now to make my money back. I don't have that. I don't have that money going out, and that I have to sell half of it to get just my costs back and then try to make money off of that. So it has been fantastic. And like I said, it doesn't feel like network marketing to me at all. I'm having so much fun with it. And yeah, so that's it. And I just feel like if I can do this, and I'm, I had 200, I think, Instagram followers when I started, and I'm definitely, I'm definitely like more hands-on, face-to-face kind of person. And now I'm getting into the Instagram because I just see how this is working for me. So I love it. And that's it. So any questions? That's that. And so now we have Lisa, who is this beautiful lady who has the best accent around. So she's got lots to share with us too. So.
Thank you so much. Wow, this call is fire. I'm bringing the Boston tea here. So I just want to share with you a little bit about, why I started this business and behind the chair. So as stylists, we often trade hours for dollars, right? If we're not behind our chair, we're making no money. So as Monat being a network marketing company, we can build a residual income that can last and grow for a lifetime. So when my son was little, so back in the day, a long time ago, when I was a stylist, and I was a single mom, I raised him myself. If he was homesick, I had to stay home. I wasn't getting paid. So I wish I had this back then, because this would have totally been a game changer for me then. So a friend of mine introduced this to me, and I was like, I'm all set. My hair's fine. So I thought. So I said, I'll try it, because she wasn't giving up. So I tried it. I loved it. I was blown away by how my hair felt and looked. I was never wowed by a product before. And as you know, as stylists, we have thrown thousands of products, right? When reps come in, we go buy our products, our color at the store, samples are thrown in the bag. We've tried it all. So never was I wowed before. And I was like, I got to bring this into the salon. I got to share this with my clients. Oh my goodness, I was so excited. So I brought it in, started using it behind my chair at the sink, and I got amazing feedback from my clients. And I had this one difficult client, as we all can relate to that, I'm sure. I didn't say a word to her. Not one. I'm like, I'm not saying what I'm doing, what I'm trying. Didn't say anything. She went home that day. She texts me and she says, what did you use on my hair? I want it all. My chin dropped to the floor. My eyes fell out of my head. I was like, what? Oh my goodness. So I was like, wow, this is like amazing. I can't even believe this. I'm like, ah. So I just took off, and then I have happy clients, happy hairstylists, right? So I can't even say enough about the product, how it's changed everybody's hair and my own hair, my family's hair, my friends, my neighbors, everyone. It's blown me away, and it's still, I've been in Monat almost 3 years. I've been a stylist for almost 23, okay? And the feedback that I get from these clients using Monat is unreal to me, because I never got a text message using other products and say, I love my hair. I love how it feels. So now my clients are saying, I'll never use anything else. They love it. So I actually was going to touch a little bit on retail, but Christina, you hit it right there. So as salon owners, you have to purchase products from, buy it with your own pocket money to put on the shelf to then sell it, right? That's all gone. I haven't sold retail in over 2 years. Okay, so it's a game changer for me, because if I'm running 15 minutes behind and then I have to go ring someone up with products, that can take an extra 5-10 minutes, right? And I have a client waiting. So one of my clients has said to me last week, actually, she said, you know, I love it. I love the fact that I can go on your website, place what I need, what I'm running low on, and it gets shipped right to my door. And this is how simple it is, guys. Like, I'm telling you, if you use it, you will love it. And, you know, if you don't share this and then start this, it's just like, I see this in my salon all the time. I'm talking about it at the sink, and the other stylists, you know, clients hear me talking about it and they're like, what was that? So I'm signing up their clients because they want it. As I'm talking about frizz, nobody likes frizzy hair. So if, you know, I'm just saying, wow, if you don't knock until you try it. So that's all I have for you tonight. I have the honor to introduce the last speaker, and she is a beautiful soul and a ray of sunshine, and I just love her to pieces. And that's Jo Kimbrough. Take it away.
Oh, thanks, Lisa. That was so good. Okay, I'm going to jump right into this. I get very, very excited about the products, and we've heard all about the products and the science and how they work and the opportunity that you can make really, really good money with what we're already doing, right? That is what we talked about in the beginning 5.5 years ago when we joined, that we were so passionate about. But something we didn't know because we weren't a part of it yet was the culture and the community of this company. And I could talk about this for hours, but when you can align yourself with a company that you can say, I am extremely proud to stand with this company because of what they stand for. They always say, gratitude is not something we do, it's who we are. They show gratitude and give back in a way that I have never seen any company do. And so it is so amazing to be able to partner up with a company and say, I am extremely excited. And I had to add, that was not in my notes or anything, but I'm like, I have to add this because you need to know what you're joining. And we could go in depth about the owners and the president and just the heartbeat of this company, but it's something that I promise you, you will want a shirt made that says, I'm with Monat and I'm stinking proud of it. And I could never say that with any of my other companies or businesses that I was with. Okay. You've heard how simple it is to do, right? But I did a poll the other day and I said, if you're a hairstylist and you have not joined Monat, what is holding you back? And the number one response I got from people was fear of failure. And I'm like, okay, all right. Who can say, yep, that's me? I'm pretty sure all 6 of us at some point would say, yep, that's me. I was scared to fail. But you know what I had to come to grips with? Well, and the fact that I had failed at a lot of things before. And I thought, well, what's one more thing if it does happen, right? Here's what you have to tell yourself. What if this worked out? What if this were to succeed? Because the only way you're going to fail at this is if you give up. That is the only way to fail. So that's, rest assured, that's the only way that you can go, okay, this didn't work out for me, because you looked in the mirror and you say, hey, sister, you gave up. This is something that you can do and you can find so much success at. Fear is just false evidence appearing real. And a lot of times that can really get in our way, right? Because it can scare the crap out of us. The only difference in someone who's extremely successful is that they just showed up. And so how can you show up in a way? One of the quotes that I heard a long time ago was, you are more qualified for your dreams than anyone else. And I don't know why it hit me so hard, probably because I was the girl that always sat back and had all these dreams in life, but yet I watched everyone else do them. And you know what? I played the comparison game and I was like, oh gosh, well, it's just, she's so much better. She has a way better following. She's way prettier. Well, she has way better hair. She's just more gifted at this. At some point you have to stop and you have to look in the mirror and say, hey, guess what? I'm more qualified for my dreams than anyone else. And that's going to change today. And so I think people have to hear that. If you're somebody like me that deals with those insecurities and it's so easy to believe those lies, at some point you have to go, okay, that's going to stop. And my life has to change, because guess what? My life was a rat race. I was going to say something else. It was a perfect definition of the rat race of life. I went to work. I woke up to go to work, to make money, to come home and be stressed and tuck the kids into bed, to do the same thing over every single day. And it's the definition of insanity when you do the same thing over and over and over and you expect a different outcome. I never got a different outcome. You know, something I hear in this business all the time is, I can't afford it. And I say, guess what? You can't afford not to do it, because what makes you think that next month is going to look any different than this month? It's not going to until you change something. So how cool is it that now we have something that has aligned with what we already do? You are the professional. People are coming to you saying, what should I do with my hair? You have something that you can help others with. And so this to me is a no-brainer. I used to tell people, if after hearing all this stuff, if you think, this is a good fit for you, and I'm like, no, it's not that if it's a good fit, this is a perfect fit. It's just a matter of, do you want it bad enough to make your life look different? None of our lives, all 6 of us, none of us would be sitting here sharing this with you with the life that we have today if we didn't do this in spite of fear. That's the only difference. I would still be broke as a joke, stressed out, not able to ever consider buying a house, because we could never do that. If you want your life to look different, you've got to make the decisions to do something different and do it in spite of fear, and just say, you know what? I'm all in and I'm going to do it because I want a change in my life. And so that is just my huge encouragement to y'all, is that you are more qualified. You are more capable of this than anyone else if you will commit to it and run with it. Everything has been set up for you. The company has done its job. I've owned a lot of businesses. It's real embarrassing because they all failed. I like to think they failed forward, and I learned a lot through them, but they failed. With this, you have everything lined up for you. I mean, Christina just said it, you don't even have to have the stinking products in your salon. You don't have to go make the website. You don't have to formulate the ingredients and make the products. We got all the brains and everything behind the scenes doing all the dirty work. When I owned a business, I had to do all of that. You can now align yourself with somebody who's doing all the dirty work. Not really dirty, you know what I'm saying? And you get to go and make money and change your life through an opportunity like this. I cannot stress this enough. Do it in spite of fear. Prove to yourself, because guess what? You're going to look up in a year, 5 years, whatever, and just like we all have, and said, wow, I am a different person. Not only have I gained financial freedom and time freedom, and my life looks so different. People used to say, gosh, there's a lot of sacrifices to be made when you do this. And I laugh really hard because I'm like, no, you want to hear what a sacrifice is? A sacrifice is being behind the chair. And the only time you get paid is when you're behind the chair and you get a phone call that your son just hit a home run, or you get a phone call from your mother-in-law who says your baby's taking her first steps. And I'm like, dang it, I didn't have choices. I love doing hair with everything in me, but you know what I loved more? Being a present mom. And I didn't have the choice to do that. And so this is an opportunity that you can do something and make your life look completely different while still doing what you're passionate about. If you wanted, I said I was gonna do hair till I was 80. And then this came along, and within 2 months, I was like, yeah, I think I'll take this. It's an opportunity here that is something I didn't even know existed. So we love you guys. I hope that you heard from our heart why we do this, and it's not just a sales pitch, and that you take a good hard look at this and say, hey, today's my day, because I promise you will look back a few years from now and say that person is unrecognizable because of all the growth that she's seen in her life through a silly shampoo business. So that's all I got. If somebody else.
Wow. So good, Joey. Jeez, I'm all pumped up now. You guys, I want to share with all you guys on the call or watching this recording. We're not all on the same team. So never have I ever been a part of a group of hairstylists that want to come together and just really share, because this obviously, you guys, you're our community. We speak hairstylists. We know what you're experiencing. We've all been in the shoes that you are. And I would say the number one thing that I hear is about the lawsuits. And we are going to for sure address the elephant in the room. We hear it every day too. And the thing is, we obviously do it proudly. I am a proud Monat rep. And I will tell you, look up any hair care company and lawsuits, and you will find them. Okay. And I know, I remember being in a place where I was like, well, that's not selling me. That's not making me feel better about it, because as a stylist, we don't want to suggest something to someone that may make them unhappy, right? Like our job is to serve them and give them the cut and color of their dreams and the exact picture of Kim Kardashian that comes in, right? Or, you know, Giselle or Jennifer Aniston or whoever they're showing us these days. But they bring it in, they say, and you give them that. So why would you want to risk recommending something that they might not love, right? I feel like that's usually it. And then bring in the lawsuits or bring in hair loss talk or anything like that. And at the root of it, what made me feel really comfortable was at the root of this lawsuit was a single group of people that basically all got together and said, we're gonna take Monat down. We're gonna say that the shampoo made our hair fall out. Let's all call tomorrow and the next day. Like, let's all do it. Like, hey, the whole gang's going streaking through the park to the gymnasium, right? Like, we're all going. So within a 48-hour span, Monat got blown up with these calls and these cases and these complaints, right? And so they have to address it and they have to do investigations on each one. And it turns out that a lot of these people that called in, they couldn't even prove that they ever bought Monat from the website. And so what we have is, I would say, like a targeted attack situation on the company. And here's the logic, okay? Follow me here. The company is now like, what? We're 8 times the size, I think, from the lawsuits. And we receive a small fraction. We have a 30-day money back guarantee that is amazing. And if you have a client that is allergic or whatever to the products, or for any reason they want their money back, 30 days money back guarantee. That's another thing we didn't talk about because that's amazing for those people that have, you know, allergic reactions, which what the products I used to sell, I had so many people have allergic reactions to those. And I like never knew that so many people were allergic to aloe vera. So with that being said, so many people, we're so big and we have a fraction of the complaints, right? And so our lawsuit is about to be over, okay? And like, if you are in law or you know how these things go, people drag them out. But if it were true, like think about it. If it were true, how would the company have continued to grow beyond $1 billion company? People, if at the moment it made their hair fall out, they'd get their money back, right? I mean, that's like literally, or the moment it made their hair fall out, they'd be rubbing it all over their legs and their lady parts and their crevices, right? It's like, we'd want all our hair to fall out, okay? So if that were the case, how would our hair continue to get better, right? And how would we be in business? And how would all these reps, how would the company have over 80 millionaires? 80. So it's like, it's one of those things where when you are an industry disruptor and you come in, people want to just take you down. And I think several of us on the call were those egotistical people. Literally, I went on Facebook and blasted and said, nobody used it, right? Like I didn't even never touch it, smell it, feel it, but I was trying to avoid people from using it. So there's something about it. And I think the educator in me knew, if I try this and love this, I'm going to have to do something about it because I want my clients to have the best. And so that's what we're all doing here. Someone asked me earlier, how come hairstylists either love it or hate it? And I'm like, well, ignorance is not bliss in this situation. And there's a lot of hate that comes with that. Okay. And like, until you have that moment with the product, are you going to have that? And so, you know, you might have clients that are already using it. You might have 20 clients that love it, sell it, have approached you about it. And then you have one person that had an okay experience. You're going to hone in on that. And I've seen stylists do this time and time and time again. Like they're like, oh, well, the one person, they didn't like it. And that's a big risk for me because I don't want to risk making someone unhappy. And that really comes from an internal fear of what others think. And that's going to, you know, and like, anyway, I don't want to get too preachy churchy, but this call was so great. I thank you gals so much. I just implore you to explore the option. And if you've made it this far, you definitely are thinking about it. And that gut instinct, the one regret we all have is that we did not join sooner. That's literally, and that we didn't get a bigger product pack. that's literally my next one, but there's really nothing to it. I've only seen, and I've been doing this 5 years. I got trophies on my shelf from how many VIPs I have. We all have a ton of VIPs. We all have a ton of experience in the products, and we've just never seen what those things claim. I just haven't. There's something to be said for educating yourself on healthy hair shedding, and a lot of products sold on shelves that are mass produced with a lot of petroleum byproducts will anchor dead hair to your scalp, and it's not going to shed very much, but your hair is going to get dry, your scalp's going to get oily, your ends are going to get split, your hair is going to look lifeless, like a lot of the people that we help reverse all of that through our amazing products, science, technology, all the things. So encourage you to reach out to whoever sent you this or invited you to this call, and just do it. Like, literally, we all gain nothing from you doing that, but we know how beneficial this has been to our families, to our lives, to our reputation, like everything. It's amazing. So thank you so much for being on and joining us. And we hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful night. And we hope to see you at the next Monat trip, because a lot of stylists are in Vegas and it's coming up. All right. Night, everybody.
Tell me what you got. Somebody make a scene, and they will let that song swing. I'm gonna make the glasses sing.